Across America, every state hides a creature that's way more dangerous than you'd expect, but each one has earned the title of deadliest in its state. Smash that subscribe button and like the video.
She looks quite gravid. That means she's full of eggs.
Alabama's swamps and woods might scream gators or snakes, but the real terror underfoot is the black widow spider.
She is gorgeous. See that thread she's coming off of? It is a thick strand of spider silk. One of the strongest silks out there.
This little red hourglass devil can cause chest pain, nausea, and feel like a fiery pinch, enough to ruin a kid's day or grandma's nap. Thankfully, deaths are rare. Usually only little kids or elders are in danger. Still, you do not want one hitching a ride on your ankle. Watch those boots. In Alaska, you'd assume polar bears or moose would rule. Nope, it's dogs. Yes, doggos are Alaska's sneakiest killers. Think sled dog mayhem or misunderstood house pets. Alaska actually has the highest rate of fatal dog attacks of any state. Yikes, next time a husky acts too friendly, remember, these pups pack a bite. Arizona might be cactus country, but its deadliest resident slithers, not stands tall. The western diamondback rattlesnake is Arizona's #1 menace. Its rattle is a warning. Ignore it and you get a face full of venom that turns you into a hot mess of pain and swelling. Snake bites aren't common, but with this snake, they sure are terrifying. So keep an eye on your step when hiking. Don't look now, Arkansas, but your worst enemy is the cute deer you love in your salad, the white-tailed deer. Crazy, right? But each year, about 22,000 Arkansans crash into deer while driving.
Where state police say a car traveling east hit a deer near Roaming Road. The deer then flying into the windshield of a car coming the other way, killing a juvenile who was a passenger in the front seat.
These cuddly-looking animals total cars, not cuddle, so watch the road. It's deer on parade time, and they don't care whose headlights they walk into.
So I just kind of teetered into the bush, went down, and that apparently was a snake's bedroom because he woke up and bit me.
California's scene ain't Hollywood monsters, it's a snake. The southern Pacific rattlesnake takes the crown out west. These pastel-banded vipers rarely bite, but if they do, watch out. Their venom brings intense pain, rashes, blisters, and a side of nausea. It's basically nature's spicy hot sauce. So forget sharks, California. Those tiny backcountry rattle chompers are the real deal. The mountains of Colorado hide more than ski lifts. They hide moose. Yes, big moose. Up to 1,600 pounds of antlered muscle. They're peaceful giants, but they cause mayhem. Moose wander onto roads and plow through windshields like rolling logs. Imagine hitting a half-ton engine with legs. Yikes. So if one stares you down on I-70, maybe don't honk that horn.
These snakes are only ever going to bite you if you step on them, try to kill them, or try to pick them up. Unless one of the three of those happen, you will never be bit by a venomous snake, or even a snake in general.
Connecticut. Welcome to rattlesnake country too, but this time it's the timber rattlesnake. This sleek forest snake has venom so toxic it could be movie-worthy. These snakes are shy, but if you step wrong, you're in for raging pain and hours in a doctor's office. If you wander Connecticut's woodlands, make some noise and give Mr. Timber Rattler plenty of space. In Delaware's tiny beach state, the creepiest killer is Portuguese man-o'-war. Think jellyfish, but worse. These floaty blue balloons trail venomous tentacles that pack a powerful sting, even days after they die. Beachcombers beware. One touch and you'll feel like you got high-fived by a bonfire. Deadly? Not often, but oh boy, does it hurt. Over to Florida, and yeah, Mr. Alligator is the boss. American alligators kill an average of 8 people a year in Florida. Plenty of near misses, too.
I'm sorry, is it in your house?
Yes.
Okay, you said it's
huge.
It's in your kitchen?
Yes.
Imagine Louie from Miami Vice, but with big teeth. These prehistoric swamp lizards will crunch anything in reach. Still, don't feed the gators isn't just a dumb sign. It could save your leg.
Oh, there we go.
In Georgia, it's not peaches, but a tiny snake, the pygmy rattlesnake. Don't let the pygmy fool you. Its venom can send your hand into full-on caterpillar mode, hello swelling and losing fingers. It's like a bad tattoo, painful and permanent. These little hissers hide in grass and leaves. Step on one, and you'll remember it forever.
And the previous 4 yellow-bellied sea snakes that washed up during El Nino events?
Hawaii's paradise vibe comes with a sneaky danger, the yellow-bellied sea snake. This slithering ocean ninja can glide 100 feet deep, usually minding its own business. But if it bites, boy does it hurt. Its venom is super strong. Thankfully, it's shy and mostly stays underwater, so unless you're snorkeling in the wrong spot, you'll probably be fine. But learning to swim? More like swimming to avoid this guy. High in Idaho's peaks lurk grizzly bears. These 600-pound lumbering monsters have a bite stronger than an anvil hitting an apple, 975 psi to be exact. They're usually just minding their hives, but if cornered or cub snappy, they'll crush skulls with jaws like bear traps. Bear spray in hand equals good idea, but hey, seeing Bigfoot is cool, right? Illinois has more cornfields than wild animals, but the sneaky champ is the coyote.
In cartoons, coyotes are constantly being outsmarted by bird brains like the Roadrunner. In real life, coyotes are extremely adaptable. They can be found in the wild almost everywhere in the country. They have a natural ability to adapt to different types of terrain and food supply. Coyotes are one of nature's true survivors.
Essentially, a wild dog. These animals primarily cause trouble for pets and livestock, but suburbs are expanding, and now they're strolling Chicago's edges. Coyotes rarely snack on humans, but keep little Fluffy inside, or Fluffy might become coyote-flavored by dinner. Indiana's underdog is a snake again. Meet the eastern copperhead. Copper-colored, about 2 to 3 feet long, and quietly hiding in leaf piles.
This is literally the most beautiful copperhead I think I've ever seen in my life.
If you step on one, it feels like a hot nail on your foot. Yikes. Fatal? Not really. The last deadly bite here was back in 1931. But still, they can ruin your picnic or your hike, and their venom deflates your day. Iowa might come to mind as peaceful cornfields, until you meet its greatest pest, wasps. Those yellow-jacketed buggers have no chill. They swarm your BBQ, jab you multiple times, and cause life-threatening anaphylaxis in allergic folks.
So they do sting, and it did hurt for a day or so. About 95% of the people, the sting's not going to bother, but there's 5% where they could go into anaphylactic shock, so they need to get medical treatment right away.
It's like being shot by tiny flying hypodermics. So carry a fly swatter or avoid the coleslaw. Your future self will thank you. In Kentucky, they bet on black bears. Big and burly at 300 plus pounds with jaws just shy of Herculean strength. These bears love fish, and maybe your picnic basket, and they can swipe with half a ton of force.
In recent weeks, black bears have been spotted all over South Central Kentucky. with videos and photos capturing them in Allen and Barron counties. But those at Kentucky Fish and Wildlife said this is fairly common for this time of year.
Most will avoid humans, but mess with mama bear or sneaky cubs and you're asking for trouble. So keep your distance and your catch-up hidden. Maryland doesn't have a lot of big killers, but it does have some surprise sharks, bull sharks. These toothy maniacs can swim in fresh water, so yes, even up the Potomac. Bull sharks are loaded with aggression and teeth that can bite through bone. Luckily, we hardly see them here, and fatal attacks are nearly non-existent.
And then it was dragging me. I felt like it was just dragging me underwater, and then all of a sudden my leg rope broke, and I was like, all right, just start swimming. I was swimming and screaming. Mate, I'm happy to not even compete ever again.
Still, bathing in the Chesapeake? Keep one eye open for fins and a mischievous grin. Mississippi's top terrors lurk in the water. The cottonmouth snake. These black and white banded water vipers love bayous and swamps. They might swim up to you if you dip a toe in a swamp. The bite is painful with nasty venom, thick swelling that could turn you into a swollen sausage. Fatal? Not often, but still, these snakes don't hear footsteps too well, so give them a wide berth. Missouri's deadliest is surprisingly ticks. Yeah, those tiny 8-legged vampires. You can't see them, but they carry Lyme disease, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, and a host of nightmare ailments. One bite can change your life. Joint pain, weird fevers, weird rash, sometimes deadly.
Ticks usually like to bite people in warm places on the body with thin, soft skin. So once they make their way onto a person, they'll kind of climb around until they get to some place friendly, like the hairline where you might not find them, or behind the knees or inside the armpits.
Ticks might not chase you, but they can tag you at a backyard barbecue and ruin the next year of your life. So wear long socks and do that tick check dance after hiking. New Mexico rolls out the big cat, the mountain lion. These 150-pound stealth predators lurk in every canyon. They're strong enough to crack a rib with one bite. Only 2 people have ever died from them in NM, but even a sniff on your neck is bad news.
Animal control got called to a Rio Rancho neighborhood yesterday after that mountain lion that you just saw showed up on a woman's back porch. Now, officers were able to tranquilize the animal and then take it and relocate it somewhere safe.
They're basically wild panthers, beautiful until they act like predators. Hiking in cougar country? Be loud and no jogging, please. New York's choice is mosquitoes. Yes, those buzzing vampires. Up to 70 species upstate and in the city alike. Most are just annoying, but a few can carry diseases like West Nile or even rarely dengue and malaria. One unlucky bite could leave you feeling like you've got the worst flu ever. So remember, in New York, even tiny bloodsuckers have top billing. Tiny Rhode Island's champ is the tiger shark. Yes, tiger shark. This fierce ocean swimmer is one of the world's most aggressive shark species. Lucky for Rhode Islanders, it's a rare visitor. But around Block Island or Machunuck, it could happen. So maybe skip the night swim off Narragansett Bay.
Okay, this one can be my bonus. Oh my gosh.
Look, I'm ready. This is more than I've ever heard.
Hi, baby. Thanks for passing by.
South Dakota's heavy hitter is the bison. Yes, buffalo roam these plains, all 2 tons of them. They might look docile grazing, but baby one, get too close for a selfie and bam, you're airborne. A woman in Custer State Park learned this the hard way. She got charged and gored, ending up paralyzed.
But as Rebecca gets closer, one bison turns and growls before charging her. She drops her phone as the beast gores her in the back, sending her right into a thorny bush.
Oh my God!
Moral of the story, buffalo are like cattle's big, angry cousins. Admire from far away.
Hey, buddy.
Texas is everything big, including its alligators. American alligators are Texas's deadliest. With maybe 500,000 roaming bayous and rivers, they're the kings of swamps. They'll wait underwater like gator ghosts. Attacks are rare, but feeding them is a big no-no.
Gotta be careful here. Well, that puts an end to my tarpon fishing.
It makes them think you are food. So in Texas, if you see an alligator, let it eat crustaceans, not you. So, which state's deadly animal freaked you out the most? Let me know in the comments, smash that subscribe button, and like the video. I'll catch you in the next video.